Apparently, I forgot how to do a comic book haul, but we're gonna power through this. It's been a month. It's been a month since a proper comic book haul. Man, it's been a long time. It really has. All right, what are we doing? What are we working on? What are we working with? Okay, let's start off with this book here. This book here is a book that I bought 3 years ago, and I had never shown it before. So this is Superman number 38. Now I bought this at the very beginning of the Stargirl hype, which was actually a while ago. Probably I want to say either 2 or 3 years ago, and this was from what I could research, like pretty much the only variant with Stargirl on it. And but when I bought it, I don't know, it just felt like I think I paid 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I believe I paid around $30 for it. And usually when I'm not too proud of a purchase, I don't show it in a haul video at all. I just go, ugh. And I kind of just tuck it away and forget about it. But now it seems to be on the rise. It seems to be. It seems to be. Who knows if it'll stay that way. But from what it looks like, this is one of the very, very few Stargirl variants, or variants featuring Stargirl on the cover. And I guess I figured I'd show it now. Why not? Why the hell not? So we have Superman from the New 52, number 38. I believe this is a 1 in 50 variant. All right, okay, all right. I think I paid around $30 for it, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I'm just now showing it. All right, yeah. Now here's a book that I just got in the mail today. Just received this in the mail today. Thor: God of Thunder, number 20. I believe this is a 1 in 50 variant. I paid, I want to say, in between $25 and $30 for this, including the cost of shipping and tax. I don't know. It seems like the regular cover for number 20 seems to be going for something, so I just figured, why not? Let's try to find the variant for this. So we have the first full appearance of Dario Agger as Minotaur. Okay. All right. Okay. And that book seems to kind of want to be somebody. It kind of wants to seem to do something. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. All right, what are we doing? What are we working with next? Okay, let's see. Okay, now this has to have been a month ago. I was at a dealer friend of mine. I was at his house, and he kind of let me rummage around in his basement, and I found some books that I'm really excited about. It's like a handful of books, like literally a handful of books, but I'm really excited about them, and and I got these for a really good price. So what are we starting off with first? We're starting off with Robin number 1, the newsstand second print. Yeah, look at that. This book is insanely tough to find. Not a lot of let's get close on this. What did I want to say about this? They're really these newsstand second prints from DC are really hard to find. Look at that. Yeah. Now, where the direct edition has a poster, the poster would be advertised right there. It just says the new adventure begins, which is cool, which is all good. But yeah, look at that, man. Really tough to find book. And sure shit, he had it. So I definitely had to get it from him. Like when I saw it, I was like, oh. So yeah, got that. And because I was helping him sort out books. So basically, these books here, these handful of books here, basically a thank you. All right. What are we doing next? We're doing Armorines Volume 2 from Valiant / Acclaim Comics. So we have number 1, number 2, oh shit, number 1, number 2, number 3, and the very, very, very hard to find number 4. I was at a dollar sale. I want to say, I don't know, probably beginning of the year. And I tried finding this, and no luck. Absolutely no luck. So, just like with the Robin second print, sure as shit, it was right here. He had it. My dealer friend had it. So yeah, got it. And this is definitely the hardest one to find. It's kind of, the price on this kind of fluctuates a lot. I have seen copies go. You know what? I haven't checked prices in a while, but I'll just say this book is hard to find. I really don't want to say what this book is really going for, just because it's just really tough to say. This book kind of caught my eye. Heroes for Hire number 13. This is another book that kind of wants to do something. It kind of wants to be somebody, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. We have a very, very suggestive, seductive art germ cover based on a type of Japanese fetish. I forget the name of it, but I saw this book a couple of years ago. I'm pretty sure I had shown this book off in a previous video, and it just really caught my eye. The book really wasn't going for anything, but I don't know. I really like this cover a lot, and I'm surprised it doesn't go for a lot more. I mean, you can find this book probably for cover price somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really surprised that it just doesn't go for more, just because of the cover. All right, now here's the book. I was really excited about that Robin second print, but I'm really excited about this as well. Also got this from my dealer friend, Gambit Gold number 1. Yeah. So this is my second copy. I'd say this book is probably in very fine condition. There's like some creases there, but you know what? It's okay. It's all right. It's a Gambit Gold. It's a Gambit Gold number 1. What more can I say? Yeah, what more can I say about this? I'm happy to have it. Yeah. All right. Next up, I went to a store that was actually open during that was actually open during the shutdown, and I didn't know that until like maybe a few days before like things started opening back up. So I'm kind of pissed off, but I'll show you what I found. I'll show you what I found. So we have Batman number 664. I remember before like everything started shutting down, this book kind of wanted to do something because a lot of the comic book speculators thought that this might be a first appearance of Punchline. There's a little girl in kind of like in like mime makeup, and it looks a lot like the character Punchline. Who knows? Probably not, but I covered my bases and picked up a copy. It was only $1, so what are you gonna do? And more Punchline related shit, we have Detective Comics number 948, first appearance of Dr. October, who may have something to do with Punchline. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That was $1 as well. Jesus, another another Punchline related book. This one. What is this? Batman 412, first appearance of the Mime. Okay, all right. I mean, it was cheap enough, so I bought it. Here we go with First appearance of Lady Venom, Superior Carnage, Annual #1. That was $1. Countdown #31. Something to do with the three Jokers. Something to do with the three Jokers. I kind of forget specifically. Maybe an origin or something like that. Now here's an awesome book like right here. Marvel Superheroes #20. The first solo Doctor Doom story. Also the first appearance of Valeria, Doctor Doom's childhood friend. I would say this book is really solid, and I'm talking real solid. The only issue with this book is that there's, just writing right there, and like some of that outline is drawn in with a pen, so the indentations are there. You really can't notice it. Nope, can't notice it at all from the camera, but that's okay. But I only got, let's see, boo. So I picked up these books here for $10. Got these for $10. Got these for $10. Oh, also, I forgot to mention these here. I got all these here, along with the Robin and the Gambit Gold. Got these for $10. Got those for 10. That was a thank you from my dealer friend. All right, what's next? Spider-Man Unlimited #1. That was $1. Also, Justice League #50. Justice League #50. God, this cover is stupid. Now, I actually generally like John Romita Jr. art, but this cover is just really especially stiff and stupid looking. Why can't Superman like kind of have his head turned up and sideways? This cover bugs the shit out of me. All right, now let's get into the books that I picked up last week as the stores opened. Now, pretty much all of the stores opened on the same day, and it was kind of like on the same day and at the same time, and it was kind of like, okay, where do I go? Do I go to this place first? And if I go to this place first, I'm going to miss out on the stuff that this place has. I settled on this store here because I like their dollar boxes. And sure enough, this place did not disappoint. Did not disappoint with the dollar boxes. Let's get right into those dollar boxes. Okay, what are we starting off with? We're starting off with Moon Knight. Mark Spector Moon Knight #55. Hell yeah. Very, very, very happy to finally have... Actually, this is the second copy that I've ever found. I sold off my whole set a couple years ago, so I'm very happy to get this back. So Mark Spector #55, beginning of the Stephen Platt arc, or Stephen Platt, not arc, but run on Moon Knight. So we have #55, which was $1 found. This in the dollar bin. 55, 56, 57, and 58. So yeah, got these, and luckily, so 59 and 60 are what round out that damn it, I can't remember the word. that Stephen Platt run, and I already have those. So, and I noticed there was a set of those 6 issues that went for like $100. I know this one by itself, this #55 can go for 30 to 50. But this one can go for 50 pretty damn easily. So yeah, hell yeah, very happy. Found these in the dollar bin. Woo! So my hunch paid off. My hunch paid off. Also, speaking of Moon Knight, we found Mark Spector Moon Knight #1. That was in the dollar bin. Also, speaking of Stephen Platt, I'm not quite sure why the hell I bought this. I don't know why. Don't know why. So we have Prophet #1. Stephen Platt cover, and it is a chromium cover. This is straight 90s, all day, every day. Well, I mean, it was $1. Can you see me? Yeah, look at me. I'm bobbing, I'm weaving. Yeah. All right, what's next? What's next at this particular store? Batman. We have Detective Comics number 948. It was cover price. Mighty Avengers number 13 for like $3. Ugh. Feels like I overpaid for that. Amazing Spider-Man number 359. Cameo appearance of Cletus Cassidy. And what else from the area? So we're moving on to another store, and this is pretty much now the whole thing about these stores reopening. I kind of thought it would be like this kind of. I thought it would be like the stores, they kind of had time to process more books and put them on the stand, put them in the back issue bins and all that kind of stuff. It kind of wasn't like that. It was more like the stores that I went to after things started reopening. It was basically the same stuff that they had previously from before when everything kind of shut down. You know what I mean? It was just kind of, I thought it would be like it was more like at least that was my experience. I'm pretty, maybe some other comic book hunters, they had a different experience. But for me, it fit. The whole thing, this whole week kind of fell flat. I'm very thankful that everything opened back up, but it fell a little flat. Okay, went to another store and found 2 copies of Silver Surfer Black number 2. This is the second print. Null cover by Trad Moore. Trad Moore did the art on this. His art is really freaky and grotesque in its own way. Okay, all right. So got that. Master of Kung Fu number 26. First appearance of Shang-Chi's sister. All right. Incredible Hulk number 258. First appearance of Ursa Major? Ursa Major or Ursa Minor? I don't know. Incredible Hulk number 282 and Ghost Rider number 1 from 2011. So I wound up paying, I don't know. I typically get really good deals from this store, but I bought this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I bought these 6 books for $30. That does not feel like a good deal at all. Like, at all. No. Not a good deal. Not a good deal. See what I'm saying? It's just, the week just kind of fell flat. It did. For me personally. Next up, later in the week, I went to some stores, and what did I find? I found Spectacular Spider-Man. Found this in the dollar bin. Spectacular Spider-Man number 176. First appearance of the villain named Corona, who makes everybody sick. Now, the funny thing about this is that before all the stores and the states and all that kind of stuff shut down, I found 2 copies of this and sold them for like $50. Sold the set for like $50 or something like that. You know what I mean? It was kind of nuts. That was very cool. That was very cool. And I don't know how much this book is going for now, but I found it in the dollar bin. I definitely wasn't going to pass it up in the dollar bin. I may hold on to it because it just doesn't feel worth it to sell it by itself. You know what I'm saying? To ship. Because I'm at the point now where if I'm not clearing like $100 after PayPal fees, eBay fees, and shipping, then it just isn't worth it for me to sell. You know what I'm saying? It's just not worth it. So I may just hold on to it or sell it in a set, to where I can like get more money if I do let it go. All right, next up, what's next? Nova #1. Now, I paid $7 for this. I'm not quite sure why. Only because this book is really tough to find. And in the store that I went to before this one, I saw a copy for like $40. You know what I mean? So I'm like, 70. Oh, that's not so. $7. Oh, that's not so bad. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Secret Warriors #1. Found that in the dollar bin, featuring some of the worst characters of all time. So we've got Kamala Khan, awful character. Lunella, just another awful character. Devil Dinosaur, he's alright. Who's this, Karnak? I don't know anything about Karnak. Quake and Inferno, don't know too much about those guys. But Secret Warriors, #1, found in the dollar bin. That's pretty much the most I'd be willing to spend on that book. How much was this book? I believe that book was $2. So I found another copy of Amazing, $3.59. Another copy of Thor: God of Thunder #20. I believe that cost me $2. What is this? Annihilation Conquest Prologue. I believe that cost me, I want to say $2 because there was like a half off sale going on. Another copy of Master of Kung Fu #26. I believe that cost me $7. This was, I think, $1.50. Another copy of Mighty Avengers #13. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Ugh. Spirits of Vengeance. Ghost Rider Blaze, Spirits of Vengeance #9. This is a book I have way a lot of copies of. But if I see a near mint copy for around $1, I'm not going to pass it up. I think I paid $1.50 for that, which is right in my range. Like, if it were $3, I don't know. I don't think I would have bought it. But, like, $1.50, maybe $2. $2 would be pushing it, but, like, $1.50 for a near mint copy, you bet. First appearance of Vengeance. First appearance of Michael Battolino as Vengeance. Avengers Next #1. For some reason this was on my want list. All right, okay, it's all good. Truth #1, featuring the first appearance of somebody. First appearance of that guy. The Black Captain America. Another copy of Detective 948. I believe I think I paid $1.50 for that. Paid $1.50 for that. And this was in the dollar bin. What If? Featuring Thor as a Herald of Galactus. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. You know what? We're making good time. You know what? Would you guys like to see another Shortbox collection? Would you like to see another Shortbox collection of comics? Because we're making real good time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go nuts. Yeah. Let's go nuts with another Shortbox. I curated this Shortbox for y'all. All right, let's do it. What are we starting off with? Not 1. Not 2. Not 3. But we got 4 copies of Fantastic Four Annual #6. I would have to say, which one is the nicest one? I would say maybe, I'm thinking this one is the nicest just because it's in the Mylar. None of these are all that great, are in all that great of condition, but they're decent enough. And they're multiples. All right. Ooh, what is this? Let's do this. How many copies of this book do I have? Let's see. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. Damn, how many copies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 copies. All right, okay. I think this is. I think this one, Savage She-Hulk #1. I think this is definitely the nicest copy. I don't think this is a 9.8. Probably not. Probably. I'm thinking 9.4-ish. Probably 9.4 copy. And this might be another 9.4. Maybe, hopefully, like a 9.6. And I think the other ones are kind of in whatever condition. I know my buddy, he went comic book shopping with me this week, and he was looking for a copy. I didn't realize I had so many copies of these, but it is what it is. Let's see, what else I got? We have some more female characters. Not sure why I'm showing this off, but we've got 5 copies of Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends #1. I don't know. This book feels really, really undervalued. Like, real undervalued. Soon enough. Soon enough. Your time will come, Firestar. Don't you worry, boo. Don't you worry. The world is going to love you soon. I've got 3 copies of Marvel Spotlight #32. Okay, all right. So this is definitely the nicest copy. I don't know if it's nice enough to go get graded. You know what I'm saying? Because if it doesn't come back like at a 9.6 at least, it'll feel like a failure. But yeah, all right. Okay, so we got 3 copies of Marvel Spotlight #32. All right, now this book of all of the comics that I've bought. Oops, sorry for that blur. Of all the comics, this book is really very much the hardest one to find a second copy of. Like, I just don't see this copy. I don't see any book. I don't see any copy in any condition at all of this book. So we have Swamp Thing #37, first appearance of John Constantine. Beautiful, beautiful yellow cover. Like, if I got this graded and it came back at like less than a 9.8, I'd be real heartbroken and disappointed. So that's probably why I won't get this thing graded. But yeah, just trying to find a second copy of this has been arduous, honestly. Yeah. Like, even a rat-ass condition copy has been difficult. Go figure, right? All right. Another first appearance of a DC character. We have Blue Beetle #1, featuring the first appearance of Steve Ditko's The Question. Yeah, now this is another really, really undervalued comic. I love this book. I found this book for like $25 a few years ago. Oh my god, this was like just the best feeling finding this. And in this condition too. Shit. Woo, look at that. I've been on a major league hunt for this. Alright, we gotta move along. Come on. We gotta move along. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shit. So, it looks like I only have 3 copies of Silver Surfer #3. Oh, alright. Okay. Alright. And this is probably the nicest one. This is definitely the most solid. I believe I paid $200 for this a couple years ago. It's definitely the most solid of the two. How much did I pay for this one? I paid $45 for this? I don't think so. I'm thinking this was like a half off sale. Because I was finding this book pretty cheap. Or I just wasn't willing to pay a lot for it at the time. Okay, alright. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. What's next? What the hell is next? 1, 2, What's next? Ooh. Not 1, not 2. So we got 5 copies of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 5 copies of Ultimate Fallout 4. Each one is still bagged. I remember years ago finding copies for like finding copies in the dollar bin. This, and they're still sealed up in their original poly bags. And just thinking to myself, how is this book ever going to be like? I bought them, but I'm still thinking to myself, how are these books going to be worth anything? And a couple of years ago, I was at a store, and I was in their leaky, damp-ass basement, and I saw an entire long box of Ultimate Fallout number 4. And I'm talking from front to back, nothing but, and each one was still sealed. And I just again, and this was like right before this book really blew up. So they were probably going for like maybe 30 at the time. I don't know. I should have just offered like $1,000 or something like that for the entire long box. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I should have just, but again, because there's just so many of them, and I was finding them in the dollar bins, that I'm just like, how is this book going to be worth anything? But this book found a way to be worth something. But yeah, got 5 copies. I actually had more than this. But I sold them off. But I sold off a few copies. So yeah, I think the most I've ever paid for a copy is maybe, I'm thinking $12. Cause I saw one for like 50, and I saw one for $15, and I didn't want to pay 15. So I'm just like, can you do 12? And it was like, okay, yeah. But yeah, and look at that. Cap it all off. Got my number 9.8. Got my 9.8 number 4 variant. Yeah, look at you. Yeah. All right. Okay, what's next? What's next in the short box? What's next? 1, 2, we got 3 copies of Submariner number 50. Let's see which one is the nicest copy. Which one is the nicest? This has to be the nicest one. Probably could stand the press, but look how white that is. Now, as many of you know, I am a comic book white supremacist. I love my comic book covers nice and white. Yeah, but look at that. Could stand a nice little clean. Could stand a press right there, no problem. But this is definitely the nicest copy that I have of these 3. What's next? Kid Colt Outlaw number 110. I love this book so much. So much. First appearance of Iron Mask, kind of like a precursor to Doctor. Actually, no, this came out after Doctor Doom. What am I thinking? But I love this cover. It has a lot of cool superhero. Even though it's a Western, it has like a really cool superhero element to it. And I love the condition on it. I'd been on the hunt for this book for like years before I actually found a decent copy. Let's go back to a modern book. Nova number 2, J. Scott Campbell variant. I'm surprised this book really doesn't go for a lot. I'm thinking like a book like this just should be like $100 easy, but it's not. Like maybe it'll go for 50, but this is a great cover. And I'm really shocked this doesn't go for more. 2, 3, 4. Let's see. How many copies of this book do I have? And speaking of Nova, we have The Man Called Nova. So how many copies of this do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 copies of number 1. All right. Okay. It's all good. And this is probably the nicest one. I don't know. This is the type of book I refuse to pay. I refuse to pay a lot on. I just refuse. I think, I'm thinking 20 is the most I've ever paid for a copy of Nova number 1. And I know I paid $12 for this one off of eBay. And I know this because whoever I bought this from, they just stuck it in an envelope and just shipped it out, and like all this got messed up there. But what are you gonna do? It was $12. But yeah. All right, what's next? What the hell is next? Oh shit. I only have 3 copies of this? What's going on? I could have swore I had more than that. So we got 3 copies of X-Men 266, and this is definitely the nicest one. I actually picked this up from my dealer friend, from a dealer friend of mine back in November. I have to imagine this is like 9.8. I have to imagine. But I don't know. I don't feel like taking that chance anymore. I just don't feel like it. What's next? What's next? We got some Venom action going on here. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So we've got... So what the hell do we have? So we have Venom number 9. We've got another copy of Venom number 9. Number 4. Number 3. And a couple more copies of number 3. So we got the variant, and we have the this was this the 3rd print. Now I had this up on eBay for like some astronomical number, but I don't know. I pulled it off just in case someone bought it, because I didn't want someone to buy it just yet. I kind of want to see where this goes, where this null thing goes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want to see where it goes. So, all right, what's next? 1, 2. Got a couple of copies of Doom Patrol number 99. So this has to be the nicest copy. It's got to be. Look at that. Yeah. First appearance of Beast Boy. I don't know. This book feels undervalued by a lot. I don't know why. It just feels that way. A couple copies of Amazing Fantasy Volume 2. I have to say that. Volume 2, number 15. Speaking of Spider-Man, here's a book that's really a variant. I believe this is a 1 in 50, and this book doesn't go for shit. So we have Superior Spider-Man, number 22, J. Scott Campbell cover. Great looking cover. Okay, how many copies of this do I have? Daredevil 158. And I have... No, okay, sweet. I don't think any of these are all that super duper high grade, but they're decent enough. 3 copies of 168. Doot. Got 3 copies of 131. All right, it's all good. A couple copies of the first Iron Fist. Okay, all right, shit. All right, okay. All right, yeah. All right, it's all good. We're not done shit. We have some Miss Marvel action going on here, where I sold off the first issue of Miss Marvel number 1 because the title in and of itself is kind of dead. At the very least, this trio here still has heat. So we have 16, 17, and 18. All of these, the first appearances of Mystique. I'm holding on to these, definitely holding on to these. Oh, okay. All right. Look at that. So we've got a couple of copies of... I'm not sure why this is in the short box, but we have G.I. Joe Special Missions number 1. This is the, I believe, 1 in 50 variant Jim Rugg cover, or retailer incentive. I dig the shit out of this cover, and these books are pretty hard to find. So, very happy to have a couple copies of those. What do we have here? So we got 3 copies of Fear number 19, first appearance of Howard the Duck. I'm thinking this is the nicest copy that I have right here. I've talked about this book for like the longest time. Yeah. What's next? What the hell's next? I don't know. Are we done? No, we are not. No, we ain't. Ooh, okay, look at that. All-Star Western number 10. All-Star Western number 10. First appearance of Jonah Hex, of course. Now, this was a graded 7.0, but I cracked it out. I bet you if I resubmitted this, probably get higher than that. Probably get higher than 7. It just might happen. It just might happen. I don't know. It just might happen. What's next? What the hell is next? Let's do some DC Jack Kirby Fourth World. Let's do some of that, shall we? So we've got The Demon. The Demon number 1. I love this book. This book is severely undervalued, and I like this book a lot. Forever People number 1. I know I have another copy kicking around here somewhere. I just don't know where it is. But this is definitely the highest grade copy that I have. It's really nice. It's white supremacist worthy white. 2 copies of New Gods number 1. I know I have another copy of this kicking around somewhere. I don't know where it is. And Mr. Miracle number 1. Again, I have another copy kicking around somewhere. Don't know where it is. But I just wanted to show off some DC Fourth World stuff. I especially like this cover here. This thing is nice and white. Holy shit. That is nice. Woo! Look at that. Okay. All right. Okay. What's next? Let's do this. Let's do these books here. Let's do some Thanos. Let's do some Thanos. So we've got not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 5 copies of Thanos number 13. All right, it's all good. All right, that's cool. That's straight. And then we have copy of number 14. 2 copies of number 15 and a copy of the third print. Okay. All right, that's cool. Good. It's all good. What's next? A couple copies of Peter Porker or Marvel Tales with an I. Marvel Tales with an I. What's next? Where am I going? What are we doing? Ooh, let's do some Marvel. Let's do some Marvel. So we got 2 copies of the probably the most risque of the covers. The most risque of the Marvel covers. So we got 2 copies of number 5. I think I paid $1 for either one of those. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 5 copies of number 6. Man, these are some just these covers are just egregious. Holy shit. What is this? Oh wow. Okay. So we got how many copies of Marvel Premiered do I have? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 1, 2, 3. So I got 5 copies, and these 2 are definitely the nicest. One is slightly more centered than the other one, but yeah, great looking edges here. These are very nice looking. And the other 3 are kind of whatever, are in whatever condition, but hey, it's all good. So we have a couple copies of what is this? DC Comics Presents number 47. This is definitely the nicest one. I would hope for a 9.6 for this one at least. I would hope. A young man can hope, can he not? What is this? What do we have here? We've got... Why am I showing these? 1, 2, 3, 4. These were all the copies I had picked up, I think, around... I want to say Thanksgiving weekend or around that time, where I bought these for like, I think $5 a piece. And at the time, I'm just like, damn, am I really going to spend $5 a piece for these? But it turned out to be a good decision. And then we have, oh, okay. So we have some Annihilation Conquest. 1, 2, 3. I still can't believe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have Wraith, number 1 with the colon tickler 3000. The intergalactic sex toy. I cannot get over that this book is going for $50 at least. Can't get over it. Can't get over it. But at the same time, this time about a year ago, I couldn't get over the fact that Adam Blue Marvel was going well over $50. So I don't know. I don't know, man. The world is going topsy-turvy. Yes, it has. Lord Jesus. What's this? Oh, so we have 4 copies of Amazing Spider-Man number 361. This is definitely the nicest copy that I have. And this one here, now this is the original book that I bought back in 1992. And this book was in kind of like a canvas Trapper Keeper. It was kind of like in the pouch part. And I was drawing on the pouch of that canvas, like kind of Trapper Keeper deal with a red Sharpie, and it bled through and it tapped right there. And it's been there since 1992. And there you can see like a little bit a remnant right there. It's been that way for what, 28 years? Jeez, look at that. Had this ever since, I think I was, God, how old was I? 13, going on 14. And let's see, last but not least in this Shortbox collection, we have a couple copies of Captain America number 6, a couple copies of that, and a copy of the variant. I remember buying this, I think it was either 2005 or 2006. I was so proud of myself because I'm like, oh, they brought back the Winter, they brought back Bucky. Oh, this book has got to be worth something. It only took, what, 15 years? And then I found the variant. The variant came out, I believe, a couple weeks later, either a week or a couple of weeks later. It's kind of like a spoiler variant. And I remember buying this thinking, oh, this book it's going to be worth something someday. And it only took damn near 20 years. So that's my haul. I'm sticking to it. Hopefully I can hit up some more stores and find some more books and do what I do. And I thank you for watching. Thanks for coming back after a month. Wow, a month without a proper comic book haul. Oh, Lord. All right, that's my haul. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye.